Hello and welcome to the awesome show.
I think that's already something.
I'm sure.
Trademark pending.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
So how are you on this fine day?
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
How are you?
All right. Also tired.
Get text messages.
I'm a professional. I remembered to put my phone on mute. Not my fault.
Mine's on mute. Oh, there we go. Oh, I turned the light on. Now you can really see the rolls. Oh my god.
Solves the mystery of if I'm wearing pants or not. I am. Dun dun dun. Happy New Year.
See the new edition. See the point.
See I love New York. I see your Pennywise balloon.
What? Did I show you that?
You did.
Oh, okay.
But
I hung it
your
up.
video's all blurry in Discord, so nobody can see it anyway. Not sure why. Maybe you're having internet issues.
Pennywise balloon. I was having it really bad the other day. I was playing games with Dylan. Oh man, it was so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad right now.
But
it looks like you got 3 pops up there. Is there some pops in there?
It's the old Pennywise, the Tim Curry.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
only
Pennywise.
Good Pennywise.
I didn't mind the new guy. I thought he was a fine Pennywise. He wasn't Tim Curry, but he's good. And then here I'll grab it.
That's awesome.
So it's Stephen King with the balloon.
That's awesome.
And it looks like Pennywise is in it because you can see my ring light in the balloon.
Yeah.
Very
nice. Very nice.
I'll stick him there for now, so I don't have to get up. Anyway.
There you go.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Got that from a friend, so.
Nice. You've been watching some things. What was that? What What have you been binging this week?
Oh, so that's actually kind of funny. I didn't even plan it this way. Castle Rock.
Nice. I haven't watched it yet, but I know Mark Bernardin was a writer on it, and I've heard good things about it. I just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. So, in case you weren't too familiar with it, it takes place in the world of Stephen King's books. Basically, like one of the not main set pieces, but one of the first things you do is Shawshank Prison.
Nice.
And you know, they kind of make a little bit of references to the previous warden who let Tim Robbins get out in the movie. Yeah, there's like references to Cujo. I think the second season has like a young Annie Wilkes from the Misery story.
Cool.
If I'm not mistaken. I'm not there yet. I'm only on season 1 still. But there's like references to The Shining. There's references to a lot of things. The opening credits have like a bunch of little Stephen King Easter eggs.
So what's the premise of the show? Are you following a specific character, or is it like mini stories?
So yeah, no. It's all connected. It's one big story. So basically, the warden, the current warden at the beginning of the show, he of Shawshank, he kills himself for I don't know if we really know why. I guess there's like not yet at least. We kind of have an idea why. But anyway, they find this like closed off part of the prison, and there they find this man played by Bill Skarsgård, who is Pennywise in the most recent movie.
Mm-hmm.
But he was just locked up, but there's no record of him or anything. And he asked for a man named Henry Deaver, who used to live in Castle Rock when he was younger, and he was actually a big part of the town's history. When he was younger, he disappeared for like 11 days and then just randomly showed back up on Frozen Lake, like during like a crazy snowstorm winter.
Okay.
Um, and it kind of follows him, and then like him coming back to the town because he's a lawyer and he was asked for by this. We don't even know the guy's name. I think he just goes by the kid if you look at the credits. um, so he asked for Henry Deaver because that's what the warden told him to do whenever he were to get out. I don't know why yet. There's something about like he like hears things, and one guy calls it the voice of God. I have a feeling it's like The Shining, like the Danny Torrance in The Shining. He could like sense things and hear things and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm on like episode 8 or something, and I don't know how many episodes are in the first season. So,
gotcha.
No idea.
I haven't seen that.
I think it's 10.
I also haven't watched Doctor Sleep yet either.
Doctor Sleep is good. I liked it. Yeah, there's 10 episodes per season, so
nice. That's short. What are they? Hour-long episodes, probably.
Yeah. But it's really not short. It's
10 episodes. It's
but it's good.
Back in my day, like, TV shows were 24 episodes a season.
I know, right?
6 months on, 6 months off.
I remember like binging Bones or something and being like, how many episodes is this season?
Yeah.
If I have to watch for the one season.
Yeah, all the shows, House and Scrubs and all the good TV shows used to be that way.
Yeah, well, it is a good show. I like it. I like all the little, there's probably so many I don't even realize like references.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And then I watched House of Dragon, which I think.
Yep, I watched that as well, so I'm excited to talk about that. I don't know if you caught the name of tonight's episode or not, but it's
I did. It's funny.
Only murders in the House of the Dragon. Yeah.
So I guess you're still watching Only Murders in the Building.
Well, Tuesday was the season finale for I think it's season 3, season 2, can't remember. But it's season finale on Tuesday, so had to hurry up and watch it before there's spoilers out. There was one spoiler leaked before I watched the episode, which was fine, because it's just announcing a new sign-on for the next season, which is Mr. Paul Rudd.
Yeah, told me about that.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. It gave you a preview of the next season, the way the episode ended, so you get to kind of know what to look forward to. But the problem is it's probably going to be like a year and a half before the next season comes out. I feel like there's always a long break between them.
I feel like some shows have much shorter breaks than others.
I guess it depends if they film 2 seasons at once or if they wait to film the next season until it's like greenlit already or something. But
I don't know.
I don't like it. Just film it all.
Then there's The Walking Dead that has like one season broken up into like 15 million parts. Yeah. It takes like a year and a half for the season to end.
Yeah. Isn't that finally coming to an end? I thought that came to an end like 10 years ago, and I saw something this week saying it's finally ending.
It started 10 years ago.
Yeah, well.
I like it. I'll watch the finale.
Yeah. Like so Only Murders in the Building is a really good show, and you haven't started it yet?
I watched part of the first episode, and then I forget something happened. I had to stop, and I never got back.
There was murder.
Yeah, I think I got that far into the episode where they like discover the body
of Tim Kono. Yeah, it's a good show.
So I'm way behind.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm even wearing my Shining hat. That wasn't even planned. I just kind of.
All right, we're renaming the episode. We got to come up with a Stephen King pun. That's
No,
it.
no, it's okay. I like it.
Maybe that'll be next
all
week's
weird
episode, just to
coincidences.
deep dive on some Stephen King stuff.
That could be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Only Murders, really good. Season finale just happened, and it's one of the shows where it just stays good. It doesn't seasons go and get worse or anything. So far, we'll see how
It happens.
how Paul Rudd messes it all up. But no, it's
He won't mess anything up. If anything, he'll make it better.
we'll see. We'll have to see. But the storyline's always good. The writing's excellent. It's
Yeah.
Even if you are really good at solving mysteries, it does keep you guessing and making you second guess yourself, even if you're right at the beginning. It's very good at holding back details and then giving them to you later. So
that's good. And it has Steve Martin and Martin Short. Can't go wrong.
Yep. Is
Now, if only they had Chevy Chase to be a Three Amigos reunion.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But apparently he's an asshole. So.
Well, yeah. And then Selena Gomez is in it and does really well. So very good show.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know what to expect with her.
Why, you weren't a fan of her previous work?
I don't like her music.
Well, she's not singing;
That's
she's
all I really
acting.
know.
So
I know. I can't think of anything else she acted in except for High School Musical. That was her, right? No,
I don't remember.
That was Vanessa Hudgens or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the same person.
They all came out of the Disney factory.
They all came out of the Disney thing and they sing. Yeah.
So, let me ask you this, sir. Are you ready to play a game before we go into our next topic?
Yes.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Halloween.
Well,
No.
Jessica Alba.
Was that wrong?
What? No. Oh, that is your. that probably is your favorite movie. I take your word for that. But I was just, playing around. Versus.
Jessica Alba, who I can't stand.
Try not to do it in 31 seconds like last week. Jessica Alba versus Tim Allen. Yep. And I did not check to see if they were in anything
Allen.
together.
You did not check to see if they were in anything together. Very good. Okay, very, very good. Well, let's see. I'll see them.
All right, so House of Dragon. You watched it. Did you watch
Dragon.
the post credits and the behind the scenes and all the extras, or just the episode?
I watched the episode. I didn't know there was. Wait, what was the after credit?
The after credits is coming in the next few weeks, and then they showed the arc of the season, and then after that, there was a behind the scenes where they interview all the characters, the writers, the directors, showrunner, and give you behind the scenes like stuff on the storyline, why certain shots were done the way they were, stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh,
it was excellent.
I did not because I didn't know.
Yeah.
I did watch the episode though, and I thought it was a much better show than the last couple episodes of the seasons of Guardians of the Galaxy. Game of Thrones was.
Yeah. So it's a prequel 176 years prior to what we know and love and or hate. It's
it's like 200 years, right? Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah. In the opening credits they tell you where they're at, what they're doing, and all that stuff. And in that it says 176 years before the Mad King dies and Daenerys is born or whatever. Pretty cool.
Right. Okay.
I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. I hear there's a lot of people not happy with it on the interwebs, but I
Why?
was happy with it. I don't. It's the internet. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Well, that's fair. The one thing I didn't like, and it's not really like it didn't like ruin anything for me, but so you have Matt Smith playing the uncle, basically,
Yeah, he looks familiar.
right?
What's he
And he
from?
was Doctor Who.
Okay, yeah,
He was also in Morbius.
I didn't see that, but
Did you
yeah,
watch Morbius? He's done a decent amount of stuff, I think, but he was on Doctor Who, and I just don't picture him as like the evil, like bad kind of. I don't know. I was just kind of like, I don't see him doing this part. Maybe I'll be more convinced as they go, but is what it is.
tis what it is.
Yeah,
I
but
thought he played it well.
I did like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine. I just like kept the fact that he's Doctor Who
See,
just kept taking me out
I
of
didn't watch it, so I didn't get hung up on that.
it. Right.
So all these
Which is
people
rough.
coming in with their previous notions and not just enjoying the damn show.
I mean,
It was good. I like that they brought in some Game of Thrones action right from the start with the tournament. It was a nice touch.
Yeah. They did show where the guards that Doctor Who set up with the gold. They were in the original series, so
They shall
know.
fear the gold cape. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I did like it.
I was
The
not ready
main
for
girl.
the body count that they tore through with their gold capes. Like
Yeah, that was great. I was just like, that wasn't necessary.
the town was not ready. Yeah. But
Oh, I got it.
okay.
Okay, so Jessica Alba was in Sin City with Bruce Willis, who was in Look Who's Talking Now with John Travolta, who was in Wild Hogs with Tim Allen.
That was not very many hops at all. Not too bad. 4.5 minutes.
Nah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
So back to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so the
but it's not
battle was
Game of Thrones.
awesome with the tournament. We can go into that some more. The part where they introduce the gold capes and he leaves his mark on
Everybody.
King's Landing and all that is
Yeah, that was kind of messed up.
yeah. They just start pushing people against walls and chopping off limbs, and they're like, "How do you know who's who?" Like it's dark out. I think they were just yelling, crimes and then pointing to people and just maiming people.
I guess. I think they were just making stuff up as they go. I don't know. But there was a lot of familiar names from the original Game of Thrones show. I guess like the ancestors of some of the other characters. You had what's his name?
Aegon or
something.
whatever his name is. They kept mentioning and
Patty something. I just know he's in Shaun of the Dead stuff. Yeah, he was in it. He was the one with the daughter. He was like, "Go see the king after the wife dies."
The King's Hand.
So yeah, he had the same little thing that what's his name? The imp.
Oh.
That's okay if I say the character's name right.
Yeah.
What the hell is his name?
You want his real name or the character name? Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. It's Greyjoy, right? No. I forget. I only watched Game of Thrones once, and it was. It wasn't like a show I was like obsessed with, like most people are.
Yeah.
Theron, the Ryan.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm bad with names.
Anyway.
In both TV shows and real life.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I did like it. I thought the main girl looked like a Who from Whoville.
I thought they did good at replicating the Targaryens in our previous knowledge of them, like the same hairstyles. I mean, you could put silver hair on anyone, but the clothes all look similar with the way the main girl has like the shoulders that go straight out, kind of like a Power Ranger outfit. Like Daenerys had the same type of outfits.
Yeah, no, and I wouldn't be surprised if they used a bunch of the same like costume design people and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I mean, I think they spent a lot per episode too.
they said they had 10 dragons, but we only saw one. So it'd be cool as they start feeding us more dragon content.
Yeah, so this so they had a lot to work with because this is based off one of the George R.R. Martin books.
Right, he did a prequel series, and this also follows that, or references it, type of deal.
Yeah, the Dr. Seuss crossover is weird, but I guess it works.
Yep.
Well, I like how the throne room with all the swords.
It had more swords, didn't it?
Yeah, it definitely
a lot
was
more
bigger,
swords.
Yeah, I don't know what. Maybe they'll get into it at some point, but they definitely Game of Thrones. So it's just like a chair.
Yeah,
like an entire effing like.
Every step had swords coming off of it. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
it was the same room, but definitely more swords. And
I think they child-proofed it in Game of Thrones because I don't remember anybody getting cut on it so much.
Just gonna say they solved the biggest mystery of all: is how's nobody ever getting cut by sitting on this thing with swords? And everyone's like, "Oh, it's probably just dull swords or something. They're not like battle swords." And I'm like, "They're battle swords that the dragons breathed fire on and forged a throne out of. Don't you know anything?" And then he sits there like that. And it's like I wonder if that was on purpose or not, or if it was like an accident and they kept it in, like a lot of action movies do.
No, actually, one of the I did watch like a video about like Easter eggs from the show, and apparently in the books the throne is designed like that because a king is not supposed to get comfortable on the throne, like he can't get used to sitting in the seat. So that's why it's like all sharp and jagged. Like, you don't want to sit in a chair that's constantly cutting you.
Right, and he did say like he's got like an open wound on his back, and he says it's from spending too much time in the throne. I didn't even think of that. That was also a cut.
I think that's also a callback to Game of Thrones. Didn't like one of them get like a burn or a cut and it like looked like dragon scales? I think. Like in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. His arm did wind up looking. I couldn't remember if that had to do with the witch or something. But I do remember the one guy's arm was dying or inflicted or whatever with. Yeah.
So according to this, that premiere episode had almost 10 million views.
Oh yeah,
making it the most watched series premiere in HBO's history.
HBO is still not working right because people are trying to watch it so fast. I had to reload it like 3 times today, and it's been out for 3 days.
Man, I got lucky. I just hit play.
Yeah, a lot of people had to keep restarting. My
internet hasn't been great lately.
You got lucky. One of the lucky ones.
I guess so.
Yep.
I guess so.
Yeah, so I like what they did with the throne. I like that they, answered that question of why does nobody ever get poked by it. It was interesting with their tournament and watching people joust, and then you see like 2 normal jousts. Whoever falls off loses, but then after that, every person decides they got to fight to the death if they get knocked off. Like what they call it, a challenge of arms or a challenge of something. You just see people get completely destroyed in the most gory ways.
That was pretty gruesome, huh?
Yeah. Yep. Which is good. They're setting you up for a season. It's like, hey, in case you forgot what Game of Thrones is, we're gonna throw a lot of creepy stuff in there. We're gonna throw a lot of gory stuff in there. We're gonna, pull you one way and then push you over that cliff over there, type of deal. Like it's, it's
pretty gruesome.
Yeah. A lot to an episode. I think it was like an hour. I guess would have been like 40 minutes because the credits and the extra stuff that was after. Because when it came to credits, I hit the controller to end it, and I saw there was like almost half the time was left. I was like, wait, what? So I fast forwarded through the 15 minutes of all the credits for everything, and then yeah, there was the in the following weeks, and then after that finished, it showed the behind the scenes stuff, and it was all in that one viewing. I didn't have to like go to the special feature stuff like you can separately, so you can always go back and watch it without having to fast forward through all the normal episode.
Yeah, I just didn't realize. I didn't even realize that. It ended, and I was just like, okay.
Come on, you're supposed to be a Marvel man. What are you doing? You're letting us down.
Yeah. Hence why I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
It's not Marvel.
But everybody steals the Marvel stuff.
As they should.
Yeah.
You want to be successful.
One way to get people to stop leaving and missing the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good. Trying to think of what else happened in the episode that isn't major spoilers, but
It was mostly around the fact that the king wanted a son so that he would have an heir to the throne and not his crazy brother played by Doctor Who.
yeah. And he has a one or two daughters?
One
daughter. The
other one was like that friend.
It was the Hans daughter, the brunette. But
so I think there might be something going on between the two of them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But he wants a son.
I sat in the field and put my head in your lap to read a book.
It's a different time, man. It was 176, 110 AD, something like that.
Not even this world, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, it had a lot to it. It was a lot to the episode. Not just the gore and stuff, but giving you backstory into the characters, showing that how things still work. It's before winter's coming, so it's instead of having the night watch, it's the city watch, which is the Gold Cape Crusaders. Yep. And like little differences where you're like, oh, this is familiar but still new and different.
I reference the whole winter is coming thing and
the Song of Fire and Ice, which apparently was a premonition of one of their ancestors that gets passed down year after year. So.
Yep. And then he's talking about how there's a storm coming in. That's the whole.
Yeah.
They talk about that so much in Game of Thrones.
Hey, when it gets cold, it lasts 100 years. So.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
You think 24 hours of daylight in Alaska is bad? Try being in Westeros.
Yes. I can't even put up with a couple months in the winter.
I can't put up with a couple months in the summer. Right now, when it's getting like 60s at night, it's nice. But then during the day, when it's 80s, not so much.
Yeah, my car today said it was 88 degrees outside, and I was like, okay, that's not terrible, I guess. But it definitely felt more like 188.
Yeah, there was no breeze, and if you weren't in the shade, it felt hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
I didn't get to drive any forklifts today at work, though. Just stand out in the sun.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
It was horrible.
I sat in a meeting for.
You're muted.
3.5 plus. What? Yeah, it was like a 7-hour day doing the same meeting.
Yeah, if it's one meeting, that's tough. Did they at least take a lunch break, or were you just?
Oh, we got a lunch break.
Yeah.
And the smoke alarm went off during our lunch break, so I had to go outside for 15 minutes. So I went back in. I was like, well, I'm not going back this early. I'm giving myself my 15 minutes I lost.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I was the only one.
Of course.
I walked in. Everybody's in the middle of something. I'm like, what?
What I miss?
I'm allowed an hour. Taking that out.
Yeah. You do your fire drills on your time.
Well, no, it wasn't a drill. It was an actual the smoke alarm went off. I think somebody was cooking French bread pizza in the faculty or the office.
Gotcha.
It smoked. Yeah.
And cheese dripped down on the burner.
Something like that. I was in there before lunch and somebody was cooking it.
Nice.
So I think they may have forgot about it or something. I don't know.
I fell asleep because
But
of that
anyway,
long ass meeting.
it was terrible. Well, no, the security guards didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
They don't worry about reading stuff. It was dumb. There's another one in November, and I think I'm sick that day.
Yeah, I think I heard you coughing.
It's already starting.
Yeah. All right. So did you watch anything else
Uh,
besides Game of Thrones?
no. Besides wrestling,
Wrestling?
I always watch.
Yeah.
I always watch wrestling. But I did watch episode 2 of She-Hulk, attorney at lawyers or something.
I still didn't watch the first one. How's
Oh, it's
episode
really
2?
good.
Tracking well?
It's funny. It's funny. And there was a Best Buy joke, and I thought that was good. And you know who's in it? I haven't seen probably since what he's known for was on the air. Who's in Larry?
Who?
Anything? From Perfect Strangers?
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, all right, I quit. I'm just done.
Peace.
Perfect Strangers was a show in the 90s. I think it started in 87 and ran to like 94 or something like that.
Before my time.
You watch Columbo nonstop. That doesn't mean you haven't seen it.
Yeah, well.
Let's see. Oh, it started in 1986. And it ran until 19. Okay, so I said 87 to 94. It was 86 to 93. I was close.
Yeah, it's actually.
It was great. It was
close.
about so the guy I'm talking about plays She-Hulk's father.
Okay.
And his name is Mark. Oh, wait, hold on, I'm looking it up. Mark Lynn Baker. And he played this guy. I think it's New York. I don't know, but he has an apartment, and he has his cousin come to live with him in America, and his cousin is Balki Bartokomous.
Okay.
Played by Bronson Pinchot. You might not know. Anyway, it's just like, two different cultures clashing. It was a comedy. It was like, like Friends, just shot on a soundstage in front of an audience with, like,
Back when that was a thing.
Yeah. It was a funny show. I mean, it lasted, 7 seasons? So.
Yeah. We were just talking about that. TV was 6 months on, 6 months off. You'd get 2 seasons a year, kind of the way they overlapped.
Yeah. It was good. It was funny. I liked it. I used to watch it on TV. But anyway, he plays She-Hulk's father. And, yeah, I won't say too much, but it's good. And, they definitely fixed the special effects. There's a lot of there's a few throwbacks to some stuff we haven't seen in the MCU in a while.
Okay.
It's funny. It is funny. I really like it.
I did see that Disney Plus has a category when you first open up that says DCMU chronologically or whatever, and it actually lists every movie and TV show, how they would land in the timeline of.
Correct.
Yeah.
So if you've never watched a Marvel movie, number 1, please don't speak to me. Number 2, Disney Plus. If you don't have that, you should, because it does have a lot of great stuff. But the most important thing is you can just log in and say, okay, I'll start with the MCU, and it'll tell you what to watch in each phase in order. So it makes the most sense.
In order of timeline, not in release date, but in the actual timeline of.
No, right.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Pretty cool. I'm sure they have it by release date too, but I'd rather watch it and not have to like jump around, because I remember when they were coming out, you'd go back in time and go forward in time and stuff and be like, oh, is this before or after blah 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 happened? And me not having a good memory, I might just rewatch them all in chronological order just to know where everything's at. So
the only downfall is that, like, because of studio rights before the MCU was the MCU, the Incredible Hulk is not on Disney Plus, which would be helpful to watch considering She-Hulk is out now.
Yeah,
like you should watch that movie for She-Hulk purposes. But and the Spider-Mans with Tom Holland or not.
None of them.
There's Sony. Sony technically has the majority rights to the movies. They just did like a deal to work with the MCU and Marvel.
Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't notice that. I thought I saw No Way Home or something
making
on there.
Terrible. Like they made like Morbius, which was bad.
And, I didn't even see it. But
they haven't had the best track record with their movies. I mean, Spider-Man's cool and all, but they're just making terrible Marvel bad guys, like Spider-Man bad guy movies.
yeah,
Like I have no hope for the Craven movie, and I have no hope for Madam Web. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
we'll
But
see.
anyway, yeah, that's the only thing. You don't have to do any work except find those movies and put it in the right order.
There you go. You heard it here last. Ready Viewer One podcast. I binged this week. Both seasons of the TV show Upload on Amazon Prime, which is amazing. It's got
I need to watch that.
really good writing to it, so the storyline's good, the pace is good through all the episodes. I kind of got to a point where I'd have to like force myself to turn it off to go to bed and get some sleep because it's just interesting and keeps you in. They have a lot of pop culture references and making fun of things. Like one of the big things is it being in the future, and the premise of the show is when you know you're gonna be passing on soon, you can upload your consciousness to this virtual reality environment, and it's a bunch of different companies that have their own environments that you try to pay them to go to theirs. And so there's like good ones and bad ones depending on how much you can afford.
Nice.
But like every company you can think of is like partnered. Like it's like Coca-Cola, Netflix. So like they paired together. So it's like Coca-Cola, Netflix is like now the company name type of thing. That's not one of them, but it's something like that where they take names that don't belong together and combine them to make one new company name because that's symbolizing that everybody's just merging together with like some of them have like three or four names long of things that were separate companies. And it gets to the point where just like in social media now, like or even if you go to like Gmail or Outlook.com to check your mail, at the top they put a fake email that's an ad, and when you click on it, it's not an email. It takes you to like a web page to buy something. They make fun of that, how like every time you blink, there's a new ad popping up. So as you're walking through the virtual reality, you get this ad popping up, and you got to swipe it away, and stuff like that, where they poke fun of society today. And
I was looking it up before you started talking about it, and I do know the show you're talking about. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I can't remember what the main guy's from, but it's a familiar face. Guess I should look it up. But the show itself is really good. It's like I said, it's got a nice quick pace. There's a couple different storylines going at once, so you don't really get bored with it that quickly. Yeah, I definitely think it's great, and everybody should watch it. Robbie Amell.
I'm going to. Once I get through Castle Rock, I'll probably start that.
He was in The Duff and The Tomorrow People. He was in the Flash TV series for 13 episodes.
He's the cousin of the Green Arrow.
Oh, there you go. Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City.
Stephen Amell. They're cousins. Who, by the way, Stephen Amell's TikTok is really funny.
Oh, that's why he looks familiar. He does look like Arrow.
He does it. His TikTok's really funny though. If you've never watched it. Actually, I think I sent you one earlier.
Yeah, I think I sent you one too. I didn't realize that was the guy from Arrow.
Mm-hmm. The girl on the tree. They made her like put her hands in a weird spot under her legs so she couldn't like get off the tree without. So, and he goes, "This is the hero we need."
Yeah.
So dumb, but it's so funny.
The human koala. Yeah, so Upload's really good. Everybody should watch it. Trying to think if there's anything else I watched. We've been watching The Umbrella Academy. We finished season 2 and watched the first episode of season 3. This week, breaking news. They announced that they're doing one final season 4. They have one more story to tell, so hurry. I don't really have to hurry through this one because it's probably going to take forever to come out, but I'm excited. I like the show. It's good.
Yeah. I did like Umbrella Academy.
And you're all caught up on it?
Yeah, I watched it all. I usually when every season I've like gone through pretty quickly because I like that one.
Yeah. We try to watch
So
one a day or so and cook dinner and eat and then watch a show. But some days we
yeah,
skip.
good stuff. Good stuff. But anyway, yeah.
Oh, did you ever watch Killing It with Craig Robinson?
No, no, I think I watched like a couple episodes.
I
That's a snake one.
Yeah, I enjoyed
I
that.
watched like a couple episodes. It was okay.
I was telling somebody at work about it because we were talking about creepy crawly stuff, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you should watch this show because you hate snakes so much. Just people killing snakes." And
Yeah, it was
he's
sold.
definitely not going to watch it, but it reminded me how funny that show was.
It's sold.
Yeah. What else?
I with school getting back in and everything, I haven't had time to really watch.
What's the next Marvel release? What's coming out next in theaters?
Black Panther 2 in November.
Okay.
Wakanda Forever.
Got a bit of time.
Yeah, but I mean, we got a couple Marvel things, shows coming out. Like we have She-Hulk for a few weeks. I don't know but
I can't hear you there. Oh, too far from the mic.
oh, sorry. So yeah, I think it's that. Hold on, I'm looking it up. Oh, right now She-Hulk is out, and I don't know how many episodes they're doing. There's a bunch of cute little shorts called I Am Groot that are out right now on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I didn't watch them yet, but they look good. And in the timeline, they showed them at different parts, like because he's growing through the shorts, so they like put him between different movies and stuff.
Yep. So yeah, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever comes out in November. That's the last thing. That's the next thing after She-Hulk's over. Yep. I can't figure out how many episodes She-Hulk is.
Took him a long time to make it.
At the end of 2022, we got the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Very nice.
And then early 23, we get What If season 2. Ant-Man and the Wasp. The third movie comes out in February. Secret Invasion comes out sometime early 23. That's a TV show.
Yeah.
And then a year from now, we got Guardians of the Galaxy 3 in May, and also Echo next summer, and Loki season 2 next summer.
So far away.
And the Marvels. Oh, jeez.
Well, yeah, there's a lot coming out. I'm looking forward to Loki probably the most out of that whole list. As soon as you said that, I perked up like, oh yeah. Ended.
Yeah, I think Henry Cavill joined the season 2 cast, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know who. He'll play though. You'll say it here. There's rumors of who he'll play, but nothing's been like
nothing official. Yeah.
But I think he joined the cast. I saw like somebody mentioning Instagram just today. Oh, here she comes.
Very nice. Hey, Bob. There she is.
Yep.
Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob.
Crawl under the desk and get near the computer and try and turn it off or something.
Yep. She's like, it's been 45 minutes. End it. End it now.
She's here. She's like, okay, cut, print, whatever.
Yep. Send it to the presses. Breaking news. So.
Breaking news.
Yeah, the only other things I watched this week were I think I told you I watched the Escape Plan third movie that I didn't even know they made. Which is good. I didn't know Curtis Jackson was still acting, so that was a surprise.
Who?
50 Cent.
Oh, it's not 50, it's 50.
Yeah. I told you I'm bad at names. Leave me alone.
You got Curtis Jackson, right?
I was trying to explain to Lila, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, like just all the different names, because I'll Be Missing You was on the background of some video we were watching. I was like, oh yeah, blah blah blah.
Well, then you should be telling her about the police, not P. Diddy or Puff Daddy or
Puffy, P. Diddy,
or the murderer of Biggie. Oh, what?
Yeah, I was like, Lila, I have no idea what he goes by today.
I think he goes by P Daddy. Because he's the dad.
Yeah.
I just made that up. Don't quote me on that. So
Gotcha. Well,
maybe he just goes by Sean Combs for all we know.
yeah. There's his government name too. Yeah.
That is a good song, though.
Yeah. Good one.
But yeah, I had a pretty bland week as far as like the volume of things I watched. Talk about AEW or something, but anyway,
Yeah. You always got time for wrestling. I haven't
it's
watched
the one
wrestling in
thing I
forever.
look forward to. You got to watch AEW.
You always say that, and like I sent you a clip earlier of the luchador and the other guy just doing 2 minutes straight of nothing but counter moves, like back handsprings out of DDTs and stuff like that, and it was entertaining.
Awesome.
I just never take the time to sit down and watch the whole thing. Just catch some highlights on social media.
Phenomenal match. It was on last night.
Yeah, well,
So damn good.
yeah, I saw it. I saw enough of it. I can give it a thumbs up and not have to sit there for 4 hours.
You gotta come watch it with me. How about that?
It's so much work.
I'm going to see it live in September.
Are you? Are they going to be at Wells Fargo or
Lake Core in Temple?
They're not doing the big arenas yet?
Well, they can. They sold out tons of big places, but they come to Philly and they like going to Temple. It's nice because the last time they always apparently the guys I'm going with, they always sit in the same section, which is like the front row of the top section.
Okay.
Like straight across from the ramp that they come in.
Yeah.
And you can see everything from there perfect. Like it's not that far away because it's not like a huge building.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's really cool.
Very nice. Yeah. Do they do it like WWE where they only stack the stadiums where the camera can see?
Yes.
That's so annoying.
Well, they don't want the camera falling on anybody.
Yeah, but I mean, like to have half the building empty and you're only filming from one side, so it always looks packed.
It's just one section. One section of seats on the one side of the ring.
When we went to see WWE, it was the other half of the backside of the cameras was always empty, so that it would always look full on the side the camera was catching. So
yeah, well, yeah, and WWE, to bib a bit with that kind of stuff, make it look more packed than it really is.
Yeah.
Liars.
Yeah, a lot of changes there going on, huh?
Oh my god.
Changing of the guards. I saw a meme today that Degeneration X has reached boss level or max level or whatever because Shawn Michaels is now co-president of talent or whatever. Yeah, with Triple H.
Oh my god, it's only been like a couple weeks. It's already like so much better.
That's good.
Like
I know they rehired a lot of people they just got rid of and stuff like that. I saw that popping up a lot.
Yeah, so far they've had I think like 5 or 6 people come back.
Good.
The one at Pit Row I can't stand.
That was the first one I saw.
Apparently people see something in them, and I just think, well, no. But I won't say it.
Are they supposed to be the new Day or something?
No, they're just like
they're not putting them up for like tag team championships and stuff.
They come out and do like terrible rap songs and stuff.
Well, I mean, are they like trying to set them up as like belt holders, or they just think they're good good entertainment? You're not facing your mic. We can't hear you.
Yeah, Triple H loves them for some reason. I don't really get it. I think they just come out and they do terrible songs, and they're real trashy. I'm sorry.
Listen, there's nobody that comes out and sings on WWE that's good. I remember Elias's whole thing was being terrible. He'd start playing guitar really well, and then he'd open his mouth and be like, "Oh God, just stop!" Like,
you did say WWE, so I guess you're not wrong.
Yeah.
There's a group on AEW called the Acclaimed, and they're like a tag team. And the one guy, Max Caster, he actually raps himself on his own. He does on the way to the ring. He always like raps about his opponents, just like Cena used to, But like,
I wrote a rap song once.
He was actually suspended a couple months back for something he said during a rap. They had to like cut it out from the live thing.
Yeah,
he had to go to like sensitivity training. But it's good. It's very entertaining when he says it.
That's like a video that I always see recirculating with Booker T when he's cutting one of the promos with Mean Gene Oakland, and he calls
Oh yeah.
drops the N bomb on
Yep.
Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing will beat the time that Sid Vicious was doing a promo and he forgot it was live and he messed up and he's like, "Can we just do that again?" And they're like, "We're live."
Just
and he's
broke
like, "Oh,
character.
yeah." And that was back when you know, you were always in character
Yeah.
on and off screen.
When wrestling
They
was
didn't,
real. Wink. When they refused to acknowledge that that it was scripted
Right.
soap opera.
Correct.
But
Yeah, it was funny.
that's awesome. Yeah.
But anyway,
I miss wrestling watching as a kid. I mean, watching it a couple years ago it was okay, but everything's like going the way of football where it's just commercials all the time. And seeing it live really opened my eyes of like they literally stop when it goes to commercial like football does. Like wrestling matches will keep going, but like they introduce someone and then like there's like a 5-minute break and then all of a sudden they redo the intro like with the person in stage as if it like was still going on. It's like you were just staying in the ring for 5 minutes doing nothing. Like
WWE's pacing is very bad. They'll be like, "Oh, here comes the guy to the ring," and then they'll do a promo package, a video package, a backstage interview, a commercial break, and then they'll go to like another promo package from somebody else, and it's like 8 minutes later, and the guy's still in the ring, like, why did I come out when I did?
The other guy had
just had me wait.
An emergency stream dump he had to take care of.
Yeah.
Had to fill some
and then
time.
It turns out that that time that they're waiting was longer than the actual match.
Yeah, that's you're not wrong there. there's sometimes where that happens.
AEW is much better with that, I think. Like even when they go to commercial break, most of their commercials are picture in picture, so the action doesn't stop.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only ever did that with SmackDown, but not Raw, I think, with the picture in picture, which was annoying because they're technically two separate companies or whatever, so they did it differently, but
two different brands. Two different. It's the networks, not necessarily.
Yeah, I always found that annoying.
But yeah, but they don't even stop commentating either because there's like certain like Fight TV or whatever, like or Fight 4 or something like that keeps the show going if you're watching on there, if you have like a subscription to that, so they keep commentating too. And I do remember when they first started doing live shows with no audience, like WWE.
Yeah, and they had the LED screens.
Not even before that too. Like the first couple months had just them in the ring. Yeah. There's no audience, no nothing. And when they went to commercial, the women wrestlers just like stopped wrestling and were like goofing around in the ring, and they're like, we're still live on Fight for like one of those, and they're like, oh god.
That's awesome.
There was like a bunch of videos going around of them just stopping what they're doing, like goofing around for the commercial break.
Yeah.
Way to go.
They are professionals, people. They do this for a living.
Oh, anyway, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Back to the movies. I might have to rewatch Ready to Rumble now.
I haven't watched anything I really talked about.
Yeah. I mean, we filled an hour. We're good.
Yeah. We are cool, man.
People are tired of hearing our voice. They want to go watch Upload and House of Dragons and Only Murders in the Building.
Only Murderers.
Yeah. That was so good. I'm going to probably rewatch it because it was good. Hold me over till the next season.
I'll get to it eventually. I got to watch Upload.
I would say watch Only Murders first, but Upload goes quick because it's 8 episodes and then 7 episodes for the second season, I think, and they're half hour long, I think. They're short. Maybe they're 45 minutes, but they're short. It goes by fast.
Yeah, I feel like there's like movies that like that came out I didn't realize that I need to like watch now or something. I feel like I'm missing something new that came out recently, but I don't know.
I felt
making that up
the same way, and I couldn't remember what it was. I feel like something came out on HBO, something came out on Paramount, or something I went to watch. Oh,
yeah, I gotta watch Black Phone. That's what I want.
That was the one on Paramount, right?
Peacock.
I always get them confused.
You're close. You got the P right.
Just looking up the release date, which is tomorrow for The Samaritan on Netflix. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to watch that too.
Maybe we'll do a special episode this weekend and cover it.
Assuming I get to watch it. You know what's funny? I saw an article before we end this. Rob Zombie, who is terrible. He's doing a Munsters movie, like from the old black and white TV show, which is a great TV show.
Yep.
And of course, he cast his wife in it as the mom.
Mm-hmm.
He can't do anything without her. She's terrible. But anyway,
Sherry Moon is.
Shut up.
An actress.
She is an actress. I'm an actress too. Look at me go.
She has a SAG card.
Only because of him. Otherwise, it'd be a bus pass.
Yeah. Well.
All right. So anyway,
as you were.
So I read this article because it's coming out and it's going to be on Netflix. And the article said, "Cancel your subscriptions now. Rob Zombie's The Munsters is coming to Netflix. This train wreck of a movie or something." I was just like, yeah, kind of figured that. It looked terrible from the trailer.
Yeah. So, I didn't think it looked terrible. I know people were talking about the makeup and stuff. I was like, yeah, but that's because this is in color. It's the same makeup they used, and it just looks different on a black and white TV. Like they're.
I don't think so. I think it's the application, not.
Yeah, I think I'll watch it. I'll probably enjoy it, but it's funny how people will trash talk something before it comes out. They did the same thing with House of Dragon. The New York Times, I think, is the one that put out a full-page article saying like, "Don't watch this when it comes out this week. You know, boycott it because the season 8 was so bad." I was like, "What? It's not even. How are you talking bad about something that isn't even out yet?" Like,
yeah, I was just indifferent. I only watched it because I needed something to watch.
I thought it was going to be good.
I wasn't like looking forward to it or excited for it or like not excited for it or anything. I was just like, oh, okay, it's coming out.
I was excited for it when I heard about it, and when I realized it was coming out this week, I was excited about it. But trying to think of the last time a TV show was coming out that I was excited for, like maybe the last season of Dexter. You know, like when Dexter was live every week, I was excited for that when it would come out. When Psych was on TV, I'd be excited for that when that came out. But recently, I think we're just in this environment where we're just getting so much stuff thrown at us, we don't have time to be excited for any of the stuff that's coming out.
Yeah, I get excited for AEW every week.
Yeah, well, suplex you. Figured it's Suplex City.
No, wrong company. Bad wrestler.
Both of our dogs are being jerks.
The SummerSlam match was pretty good. I'll give them that.
I was never a Brock Lesnar fan.
Never. I just never understood the hype.
Yeah.
Just like Game of Thrones, I never understood the hype.
Yeah, he went to real fighting and lost terribly. So why are we supporting him coming back now?
Hi, Cosmo. Part of the stream.
Yeah.
You want to come up too?
He was jealous of Haley Bob getting all the attention.
Go on.
Haley Bob. Prettiest Haley Bob in the stream.
Look at the lip!
And this has been Doggy TV. Tune in next week.
I think that's our cue to end because it looks like a couple people may need to go out.
Yeah. All right. Well, you've been watching or listening to Ready Viewer One podcast. We are live Thursdays at 9 most of the time.
Ish.
Yeah. On YouTube. And you can get your podcasts anywhere podcasts go out when I remember to post them. So there's that.
Did you hit record?
I did hit record, which is good because the YouTube is blurry with bitrate issues or something. At least the preview is. So I can re-upload it with this clean video quality we have here. Yeah. I'll try to post this week, last week, and the week before's this weekend on all podcast carrier things.
Yes. Thanks for watching. Click subscribe, like, comment, donate money to my pocket.
Yep. Follow us everywhere. I like that. Donate money to our pocket.
Yes. On social media. Don't like show up at my house and like follow me to work or something.
Yeah.
Please.
True that. So,
Bye, guys.
all right. Thanks. Go watch something good. Tell us all about it.
Yeah. For real, for real.
Yeah.
Bye.